Bom dia, meus amigos. A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the city of Fortaleza here in Brazil, and of course welcome to yet another episode here on Strictly Flying. I hope you're all doing fantastic. So before I kick off this video, I want to give a special thanks to all of my subscribers. Now, Strictly Flying, we just hit 900 subscribers the last couple of days, and that is all thanks to you guys. I really do appreciate it. Now, that being said, I'm looking at the stats for this channel, and it appears that only 20% of all of you who actually view my content are subscribed to this channel. So for the remaining 80% of you, please do consider subscribing to this channel. It helps the growth, it helps the algorithms, it helps me out a lot. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you do enjoy this content. And as always, give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this content. Okay guys, so with that said, let's kick off today's video. Our destination today is going to be the wonderful city of Rio de Janeiro, and we are going to be departing here in the northeastern part of Brazil in the city of Fortaleza. The flight time today is going to be roughly 3 hours, and we will be flying with the domestic Brazilian carrier GOL Airlines. Now, I'm not going to be talking too much about this airline in today's video. However, if you are curious and want to know a little bit more about GOL Airlines, then I've made a video already. You can click on the card that should appear up in the right hand corner here, or I'll leave a link to that trip report in the description below. In that video, I will be going a lot more into detail about the airline and its history, and you can check that out whenever you like. So the aircraft that is going to take us to Rio de Janeiro today is a Boeing 737-800. Now, it is worth mentioning that GOL Airlines only utilizes 737 aircraft in their fleet. Now, that being said, GOL Airlines is also one of the largest operators of the 737 MAX aircraft. However, today we were not so fortunate, and we will be flying on Papa Romeo Golf Yankee Delta. And this aircraft is quite new. It is only 5 years of age. So let's get on board and check her out. Now, GOL Airlines is not a part of any of the major alliances. However, they have partnered up with KLM and Air France, and that means if you are a member of the Flying Blue and have a higher status such as Gold or Platinum, then you are eligible for priority boarding, extra baggage allowance, and of course better seating such as the economy comfort or any seating by the emergency exits that would normally cost you a small fee.
Bom dia.
Obrigada, André.
Obrigado.
Bom dia, senhor.
Bom dia, senhores.
So welcome aboard, guys, and as you can see, I'm seated in the very front of this aircraft, and my allocated seat today is 2F. Now guys, keep in mind that if you are a member of the Flying Blue program and you do have a higher status, then keep in mind that GOL airlines, they will not allocate any of these better seats for you automatically. This is something that you have to ask for upon check-in. And another important thing to note is that to be able to sit by the emergency exit, you do need to speak fluent Portuguese. Now the reason for this is obviously for security reasons, that you need to understand the instructions of the cabin crew, who will mainly speak in Portuguese. So that is something also to keep in mind. If you are a foreigner, if you don't speak Portuguese, they will not let you sit by the emergency exits.
Desejamos boas-vindas a bordo do Boeing 737-800 para o voo GOL 2171 com destino ao Rio de Janeiro, em parceria com a Air France e KLM. Nosso voo terá duração de 3 horas. Sou a Edre, juntamente com Rossana, somos as chefes de cabine deste voo. Para a decolagem, pedimos que desconecte o cabo de energia do seu equipamento eletrônico. A USB será ligada às 5 horas da tarde.
So before we take off, I do want to apologize for the poor video quality. Really, I forgot my GoPro support at home, and I'm just holding the GoPro in my hand, and with all the bumps and everything going on, all the shaking, it's really hard to get any smooth footage. And the fact that the window is also absolutely filthy doesn't really help my case. So guys, I do apologize. You guys know most of my videos, the quality is much better than this, so sorry guys. So as we are climbing out of this beautiful city, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about this place that I've called my home these last 16 years. Now, the city of Fortaleza is located in the very northeastern part of Brazil and is one of the cities that is closest to mainland Europe. Now, the city of Fortaleza is very popular and is a huge tourist destination here in Brazil, mainly for Brazilian tourists themselves, but also for international tourism. And the main reason for its popularity is not only its location and the climate, but it is also a mecca for surfers and kite surfers and any type of water sports that you can imagine. And although Fortaleza by itself is an interesting city, the most famous and known tourist spots here in this region are located around 2 to 3 hours drive outside the city of Fortaleza. The most famous spot here in this region is called Jericoacoara, which is located at the very northern part of Ceará, the state where Fortaleza is its capital. But besides the very popular place of Jericoacoara, also there are numerous nice holiday spots dotted along the entire coastline of Ceará. And the city where I live myself is called Paracuru. It's located just an hour drive north of the city of Fortaleza and is world known for its perfect conditions for kite surfing. The city of Fortaleza is home to approximately 4 million people. And the climate in this region here, it usually stays constant at between 27 to 31, 32 degrees centigrade. And here in this region, we usually have two seasons. We have the dry season and the rainy season. The rainy season being somewhere between February to May, and then from June to January, it's usually we don't see any rain at all. And it shouldn't come as any surprise that it is also during the dry season where we see the most tourists in this area, especially in the months of October and November, and this is the months where we virtually don't see a drop of rain and we have the most stable climate. So on these domestic flights, especially with GOL airlines, there isn't any on-board service whatsoever, and it can get quite tedious, especially since the flight from Fortaleza to Rio de Janeiro is 3 hours long. And you got to remember that Brazil is a massive country, so most domestic flights, they are quite long, and with no service on board, it is a very good idea to bring your laptop or your iPad or something similar and download some movies just to kill some time, because apart from that, there isn't a lot going on. But lucky for me, I had already downloaded a bunch of movies to my iPad, so those 3 hours, they went by pretty quickly, and soon enough we were already starting our descent into Rio de Janeiro. Now we are arriving in from the north, and I'm gonna let you enjoy this beautiful approach into the airport of Galeão. So here we are, guys. Welcome to the city of Rio de Janeiro, and as always, thank you very much for joining me on yet another flight here on Strictly Flying. Now guys, if you do enjoy my videos, a thumbs up would be fantastic, and of course if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel as well, as that really helps me out. So with that said, I'm gonna say goodbye for now. So until next time, stay safe guys, and happy travels. Take care. Bye bye.